Welcome in, my 5D lovers. I hope you're having a marvelous after midnight. Come on in. Let's get some clarity today for our 5D lovers. Going to the ecstasy realm, right? To the bliss realm in sacredcy and in innocence and in purity. Exquisite energy, right? Let's get started here. I do want to start by blessing our oration this evening. This message is for the 18 and up. If you're not 18 and up, you got to go. Click that button, bounce. Because it gets real 5D. Triple X rated in here, okay? So yes, thank you so much, our creator, for bringing us here for clarity. Clarity of the womb, clarity of the lingam, clarity of our eros gamos, our divine unions, our sacred unions with our twin flames, our soulmates, our high level connections in this universe, right? And those beyond this universe. Let's tap into that energy. Thank you, our ancestors, for bringing us here tonight. And you really just come with so much gratitude, so much thankfulness, so much love, and ashe on what lands on this table, okay? We have a very, very beautiful message coming through for a very sweet collective and our, excuse me, a few out there in our 5D collective who are experiencing this 5D love connection, okay? This isn't for anyone. This ain't for everybody. We're gonna get these decks shuffled up. We have the Monara deck, just an erotic deck here. I have a handwritten deck as well. Ooh la la. I'm gonna shuffle that up in the meantime. And then we'll see if Spirit wants to grab us some other decks. Maybe we need some clarification on your journey moving forward, some confirmations. Because I'm just here to confirm and or clarify what you already know. So do not use any informations here as permanence, okay? You have the free will. Whoever else is channeled into this reading has the free will. I have free will. The creator has the free will. So just stay aware in that, and let's tap into the energy of who you are, and we'll get some masculine energy and our other partner energy here and see where we stand, okay? Let's get started. Spirit, what is the energy of this goddess here for our 5D love? Who is she? What is she like? What turns her on? And then we're gonna find out what is coming in for her, or what already exists that maybe she can build some strength on. Okay. Some clarification for her love life. Okay, we have the stars coming out here. Okay. And water. The stars, baby, you are in some very beautiful energy. Delightful. Spotlight is on you. You are standing in very high energy of understanding who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you will and won't try. That's very sexy. Stand on business, girl. And then we also have water here. Gemini and Copper. Full moon, we just had that yesterday. Some full moon manifestations, huh? I like to have sex on the full moon. And possibly some beautiful water sex. We have 2. We have some partners born in the month of February and or on the date of the 2nd of those months. And then we have the Queen of Air. A sexy seductress here who does not have to even be unclothed to have that person in front of them feel undressed. They're like, damn, I feel naked and I still got all on my clothes, girl. We getting deep. Like, naked in a sense of we can go there. You take it very deep. A lot of water energy here, and you take it there. You have very good communication skills, and you know, this is giving high level conversation, makes you very wet. Not that basic talk, right? What else we got, Spirit? She don't want to hear no, hey, how you doing? How you doing? What else we got going on? Crisis? No, sir. And then we have the moon. We were just speaking of the full moon that just crossed over. Coming off as mysterious to your partner still, even though you all may have been together for a while, you still bring that mystery, that ooh la la. That who is she to the relationship. Enlightening. Lady of the night. Some of you may be how do I put the term? Ladies of the night. This card kind of speaks of that. See that? You own the night, baby. 18, my favorite number. I was born on the 18th. 18 is coming up. Equal to 9. So I'm always looking at my alchemical chart for symbology. Aquarius and Gemini in the building. What else do we need to know about yourself? You already know you're a lady of the night, but even if you are not and have not, you definitely could step out into that. And I'm not suggesting to step out into that. What I'm saying is that if you were one, you would be well known for what you do, because you're like high level seductress. Don't know if you've seen the movie Showgirls, but that's coming up. You know how like they had like Nomi Malone and Crystal Corners, I think was her name. I don't know what's her name, but the girl who she pushed down and had injured to become Nomi Malone. So it's like it doesn't have to be like Lady of the Night in the way of like what's illegal to do, selling pussy, prostitution, or what have you, escorting. But you know, you could also be into cabaret dancing and things like that. You may also put on classes for dance. A dance instructor. This is a moon is giving Marilyn Monroe. So funny. Before I opened up this reading, she came to my psyche as like someone to mention for veneration. I had to sit back and watch a small documentary on her on Netflix, so you may be able to still catch it. And it showed a lot of behind the scenes and a lot of who she was not, that they portrayed her to be. It broke my heart so bad, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's like, who are the women when the makeup's off? When their name is not being out? When they're not in the lights, the fame? Who are you at the soul core level? You're that goddess. You know? You're that balanced, beautiful being of light. Okay, we have water again coming up here. You may be a shower goddess. Love to take executive showers. I was told once I take executive showers. I'm like, what does that mean? I know that means long, like, you know, long and durative, but I'm like, dang, am I overwashing? Am I like, you know, having long time than normal in the shower? But yeah, I'm gonna cover her up just a little bit to show you this card. But yes, this is her, and there is a masculine in the back, so you may enjoy being watched and or costume play, which is fun. And then we have your masculine dropping on the scene, so let's see if we can get some more energy about your partner. So, King of Water, what does that mean? He likes to go deep in more ways than one. Emotionally and inside of your portal, mama. That beautiful portal. Sparkling, glistening, dripping. Enlightened portal. Right? Now, I might actually like to fuck in the shower. It's like these two cards came up. Water. I like to do it somewhere like that. I think that's very adventurous. I think I've like played around in the pool, not obviously the whole shebang, because I think it was like not a private pool, but like after hours type thing. But yeah, so just played around. You know, you can poke around a little bit, but we're not about to do all that. So fun. Anything else we need to know about the energy of this beautiful partnership? Your King of Water, maybe a Scorpio. I actually have a Scorpio down here. Twice for the last two water cards, and the number 7. Lots of water. Cancer, Scorpio. Look at it. Aquarius. Aquarius doesn't go with Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, Pisces. Yes, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Thank you. I had to clear it up in my mind. Any additional cards? Your star energy. You're in your star energy. Stay there. Stay in your North Star. Stay focused on where you want to go in all manners, but for the sake of this deck, Continue the sexual practices that have been healing for you, that has been calling transformation for your womb, okay? Some answers here. Another water card here. Pisces in the building. A lot of Pisces, Scorpio. You guys have some Piscean and Scorpionic partners. Capturing and ravishing. Capturing and ravishing. And a death card here. Transcendence. One round to the next. And this man is inside of you. There is a rebirth, a transformation happening not only simultaneously, but just so deeply, so viscerally that words can't express it. Words just can't express it fully. Transcendence. Oopsie, oops. I'm sorry. Make sure. Transcendence. Which is very beautiful. Enlightening sexual encounters where you both feel it like, wow, where did we just go? We were not on Earth. And did you feel what I felt? Was I feeling this alone? I remember speaking to someone about an encounter, not like full on about what happened to me, but he was much older. I was about 30 years older, so I was like, I gotta know if, you know, he experienced this. So I'm sorry to laugh, because I'm remembering everything he told me. So he was like, any additional cards here, so we'll move it to the next deck. Eros Gamos. He said that, you know, while he had this sexual encounter, he felt his kundalini awaken, right? But he said, you know, once they finished and stuff, and, you know, they wanted to talk about everything, she just was blank. Like, she didn't experience what he experienced. And that is so gut-wrenching. Sometimes you're like, damn, like, was I having a, you know, did I go to another round without this person? Did I experience what I even believe that I did experience? So, yes, you did. They did it, and that's okay. They may have been the catalyst for the awakening, which is beautiful. We have many awakenings along this journey and in this lifetime, across lifetimes. So, you know, sometimes they're not here for a long time. They're here for the awakening. It's about to tell me plug it. So yes, meeting them where they are. You know, sometimes we have such a beautiful time with our partners, and even when it can feel so connected, so, oh my, this is my lifetime person, and things don't go like Like, you just knew they were because you felt such an ancient, calling, such a, why do I feel so connected to this person? But make peace with it all. Anytime that person comes to your psyche, if you're not with them currently, I'm not sure why that's coming up. Make peace with them, okay? Say, I wish you well. Smile. A memory comes up. I wish you well. It don't have to be anger, okay? Clear your womb space to allow beautiful energy to come in to you, for you, and through you. That's beautiful. Because what's happening on the inside is going to be made external, right? All right. Spirit, what we got going on? Give me some messages about this Yoni portal, and also about this lover. Yes. Let's look at these cards. Woo! Facing the top. We got Soul Key. Just sitting there looking at us. This person possesses the keys to assisting you with unlocking additional parts of yourself. That is so deep. I'm sure this person being a high level communicator helps with that, right? Very sensual. They're able to go deep with you, maybe take you into some guided meditations with yourself, or have you think, obviously deeper than you had thought initially, because they may have you ponder on some things as you're telling them about the things that you're analyzing or over analyzing, right? That's very beautiful. And as this person possesses the keys, as do you, this is why you're connected for them, okay? This isn't one-sided. It's Eros Gamos, the divine union, okay? Sacred unions are happening here. This is balance. Bless this stroke. Ooh, honey. Y'all be praying before y'all do it. I'm going to tell y'all, because I have to tell you one. I only did that one time. And I'm talking okay, I'm not talking about the scary prayer. Please don't let me catch nothing. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, oh my gosh, I've only did it once, y'all. And don't laugh because it's not funny. You already have the candles lit and stuff. And it's a story to tell later to you guys, like on a full-on just video, not even connected to this channeling. But about bless this stroke, right? Because I experienced a after sexual encounter, because it wasn't during it, a Kundalini awakening. And that was just so deep. It was just so deep. So much to say about it. But mostly what I want to say relating to this is that we said a prayer. I opened up with prayer before we began. And it was the most pure thing I ever experienced, still to this day, as for he. And it completely broke me open as a woman. I left the experience thinking, what have I been doing this whole time? I swear to you, I cannot make this up. I could cry right now just of the realization, like it wants to come up but go away. My bitchy. But from my womb to experience, I'm just give y'all a little hints because this may be some things you're experiencing. But so blessed this stroke. So going to God before y'all even, your creator, because it may not be God for you, maybe so many other names that I'm not about to get into. Y'all know what I mean. The Most High for you, whoever that is. As your partner is in the room, but of course you may have had prayers outside of that, but as your partner's in the room, because you want to know, baby, I'm praying for this, okay? So what happened was we had already set the scene, meaning candles were lit. We had already been meditating, had a lot of conversations about things, and even had did cleansing of our sexual partners the previous evening before, because that came up as a question: how many sexual partners had I had? Which he was the second person I've ever been with in this life who was even asked, which I think is wild that people don't ask more, right? So we talked about that, blah 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 blah. The next day, I had a lot of meditation going, just like staying in an extremely peaceful and positive energy to usher in a beautiful frequency and blissful experience. You know what I mean? Just us consciously and subconsciously. So while he was there and we had some candles lit, and I believe he had lied there on the bed, he also did some things I'll speak of later as well that were just things I had never experienced before. And I asked God to bless our experience, to unite us as one. Yeah. During the experience, and other things I asked for, which is very short. I say like a 1 minute and not even longer prayer, like praying over 30 seconds for some ridiculous. I'm just kidding, but you know what I'm saying. So, no, but I was extremely, extremely open-hearted and extremely serious. Like, I may be joking about it now, but I was extremely serious. Oh yeah, and wholeness. I did ask for that. Wholeness, unity, oneness, purification. I honestly pretty much closed down and gave gratitude as we do. So yeah, that led into the experience. So bless this stroke allowed me to come into that story to give to you. So maybe you guys need to pray, have a beautiful prayer before you experience each other the next time, just in veneration of the temples, created here to perform in this sacred act together. It's extremely innocent when it's from the heart and it's from a very pure womb space, okay? In the conscious mind. Heart temples merge, okay? This person with the soul key, your heart temples, you merge when you're together. You merge when you're not together. You're merged, you're joined at that cord, that strand, that invisible connection that they say is there. When two come together and there's a third to tie the knot, right? Heart temples are merging. You all may have also experienced heart chakra activations together, or heart chakra palpitations. Just like it feels like immense pressure. Like for me, because I just want to give an example. For me, okay, I've been having 3D sex since I was 19, right? So my first 5D experience would be when I was 31, for my understanding, and like truly alchemizing. And within that, I would feel, thank you, Spirit, never in the 3D experience have I ever took a break. And I'm not trying to be weird. I'm saying, like, I am not the tap out girl. You gonna tap out before me, right? So in the 5D experiences, it would be so intense that my heart would feel like, not like adrenaline rushing like a roller coaster. It would feel like pulling, like a magnification, electromagnetivity was happening while we were inside of one another. Okay, please understand me when I say that. So I had to be like, oh my God. And it is not because of the endowed partner. It's like, I need you to pull your out of me right now. Like, I feel extremely sensitive in my heart. I don't even feel it in my womb. Like, crazy, right? So, and it's not like a health condition. It's not a health condition and things like that. It's just when you are really connecting with this person who you have had, number one, they have your soul keys. They're allowing you to come into this space of extreme peace and understanding and alignment and alchemization with yourself. And then y'all are having these different merges and activations, even without the sex involved, obviously. So it's just like, it's extremely deep. Extremely deep. It's anointed union, you know? We don't get a lot of people who will literally take their time with us, go there with us, go deep with us, get emotional with us on the level that we require. You know, and I didn't even say that we require, but it's like, because there's a level that they require to too, and sometimes they can't meet you at that level, and that's when, you know, unfortunately, it's not so much that that's not the one, because that's why they're like, oh, go talk to your girlfriends about it, but I feel like you should really be able to talk, any other energy for this message, to your partner about those things, obviously. You know, you don't have to go bring these things to your girlfriends all the time. Like, what? It's not like, what is that partner there for? But it's like, dang, like, even if you had a, you know, the same sex partner, you're gonna bring them all your stuff all the time? Like, oh, you're like my girlfriend. Or, oh, you're like the bro. Like, no, that's overwhelming, you know? We're all individuals. We all need space. We all need our soul development. And that allows our sacred innocence to come in, because a lot of us, as we were younger, we were, you know, so, oh, don't touch yourself. It's nasty to masturbate. And especially if we were raised Catholic. Oh my gosh, I was raised Catholic, but not, you know, devoutly. So, you know, I'm sure there were a lot more strict households. But my gosh, you know, learning about different things like chastity belts. You really have to put that on me to keep me from allowing penetration. Like, get out of here. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. It's my body, it's my choice, right? And that's what we have here. Just a beautiful spread of two consenting adults who know who they are. They stand strong in their self-development. And they can take it there and go there with each other. Lingam Light Trail. Ooh, this is you leaving those very delectable kisses down his beautiful body. This happy trail. Ever so slow, tantalizing, with swirls like the ones that created the cosmos. You know, ejecting your DNA as you make your way to his lingam, right? Ten of spades, spades or swords. Got that big card. MOAN-IFESTATIONS. This is such a sexy card. I already know. If y'all praying or about to be praying, he already have your keys. you're already, you know, got that thing on lock, literally that thing on lock. And y'all are merging in heart space here. That you guys are manifesting through sex. And this could be subconsciously and consciously. So consciously, this would mean, and sex magic is coming up. Don't look at it as dark. It's how the consenting partners at hand are, you know, what they're bringing to the table and putting out into the universe as they are, you know, thrusting and enjoying each other. So manifestation here speaks of you all, when you're inside of each other. Ooh, this is so deep. Holding back, right? Retenting. Yes, retenting with this beautiful partner. And both of you. And allowing for him his, I don't call it sperm. I'm gonna call it sperm. His sperm fluid to go back from his scrotum into his body, back up through his system to meet inside of his pineal gland, where the fluid first came from, in order to hold this manifestation. This is orgasm, orgasmic, without climax. That's power. Talk about pussy power. That's pussy power. Can you consciously choose to not come to hold this? We can send ours back too. Can you hold this? And that is what I experienced that night. Holding mine. And what it created, mine. And what I manifested, my. Extremely, extremely delicious. So yes, in lights, because I will not speak of the dark ways to manifest. But yes, this could be bringing in all ways, your highest timelines. So I'm gonna give y'all an example, because that's what Spirit wants me to do, and I will give more examples later on separate videos. I have to stress that because this is not what that is. So a small example of manifestation would be, before you all, because this is conscious, this is aware, so this is, you have already discussed this, okay? In awareness and consciousness, you and your partner have decided on whatever mutual thing that you want to do before you go into divine coders together, right? So for example, let's say you both are entrepreneurs and you want to start manifesting clients who are there at the heart space level, like on a 5D level. Not just customers who are just, you know, wham slam one buy. Like, these are like customers who are loyal customers. These are like, I love this brand, right? So you and your partner are that strong of CEOs that you want to have extremely loyal clientele, and whatever increment of money that you want to bring in, because I won't put a number on it for you all, right? But this comes with not just seeing the financial side. As you are in this 5D and you're watching this, you already have the tools. You've already self-developed to know that this does not just happen through finances, right? So we're looking at the spiritual, the physical, the mental, the finance, you know, monetarily. We're looking at physical growth, not just physically, like what you're going to attain, what you're going to attain physically, like as in pentacles. So whatever it is that you're deciding that you want to manifest on, you are going to, with the most divine energy that you can hold in purest light within your being. To hold that means to keep it in your pineal while you are stroking that pussy, while he is enjoying and caressing in your waters. You are to hold that manifestation. Yes, that's why it is the most powerful way, one of the most highest ways to manifest what you need. It's two of you joined. It's not just one at that time. And you're both in high level conscious aware divine sex. So he's thrusting, but he's thinking about the loyalty of the clients. Yes, you can laugh if you want, but this is how to bring it in. He's not thinking about your yoni. He's not. That's not what he's bringing in. It's already there. It's a manifestation portal. So he's there to bring in what lives in his heart. And that's why you need a pure-hearted man, a pure-minded man, a divine masculine who is self-developed and healing and are on that healing journey, healed to the inside of you. This pussy ain't for no 3D motherfucker, alright? They ain't ready for that. So yes, y'all gotta hold that all the way through till, and how do you know when you're done is what I'm hearing. How did we know we were done? You'll know. And I can't tell you. Let's say once the manifestation is done being held. So if you got about 5 things you holding, and that 5 things take you about 15 minutes to get off your chest or out your portal, then that's what's happening. If it's taking him, these want to drive 585. We'll let him have them. If you have, as for him, what? One thing you're trying to get off your chest, but you know that one thing gonna take about a year, because that, you know, men like to go after sometimes those long-term commitment goals. You know, our partners are ambitious. We all can be very ambitious, right? All right, that's the end for this deck once I'm done reading these. So yes, Sun Sonic, and that's what we're speaking of here, you know, going deeper than the norm with his dick. Massage it. Take 30 minutes with it. What you mean that's long? No, it's not. I'm sure he would take whatever it took on you, because this is a pleasure round. This is not a rush. So make sure the kids are asleep. Yeah, they might wake up. I have kids. I've had interruptions. I know what it is. Okay? But this is you really tapping into his sun energy, because he's already the sun, right? This is you tapping into that and understanding. You about to devour that sun. Ooh, you ever heard that? Who devours the sun? The moon every night. I'm just kidding. The divine feminine. That's who. So yeah, serpent's prayer has to do with being fucked on your stomach. So this is much deeper than that, though. This is codes being received through the deep thrust of conscious connection, right? This isn't someone just going to pound town while you're on your stomach. This is a very intimate and sacred position. Very offering, and what is the other word? Because you're on your stomach and you're just, you know, not spread eagle, but you know, you have your legs spread apart so that your partner has enough space to enter you. But it's so vulnerable. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, it's such a vulnerable position. Like, that's like, you know how like doggy style, the man has like damn near a lot of control back there too. This is like doggy style 2.0, because it's like there's almost no control unless you're like trying to get, I mean, you know, doing a little whine while you're down there. But like, this is just him fully enjoying and you know what it is. I don't even gotta tell you, because that came out because y'all already doing that. I don't want to hear it. Stardust spills. What you doing with that? Writing in the stars? Are you swallowing the stardust? We're not letting it spill. We know that it's either getting retented or used for a reason, right? Manifested. And then we have a card here, which is very beautiful. It represents the final card of the deck, which is reciprocation. This is giving and receiving, intimate and infinite pleasure, lifelong, ancient. 69s, because love goes both ways, right? Takes two to tangle. Takes two to manifest on the highest level, right? Top of the deck, no 3D6. What we got on the bottom? The cake of life elixir. And that's what we were talking about with manifesting. Cake of life. Look that up. Cake of life elixir. So yes, you are not a 3D lover, and stay away from that. I do hear that we may have some celibate lovers out there. Stay away from the 3D sex. I know it's tempting. And it's always going to be tempting, but we're higher than that, right? We've learned too much, self-developed too much, and it's not that we're higher than anyone, but the frequency that we've raised because our womb is clear from that 3D, only up from there, okay? So it's a very beautiful representation of who you're with now, and if not, where you're going. Continue to connect with yourself. Keep yourself on the pedestal that you should place yourself on in your universe. Your universe. And within this union, this is so sweet. But remember, because this came up earlier, you are not here to hold on too tight. Okay? Allow each other to learn what each other loves again and hate. Maybe you don't like that no more in the bedroom, and that's okay. Maybe that don't make your toes curl. Maybe that doesn't make your soul ooze. Okay? Ooh. And you have to be honest about that. We have a card that just flew out of the Maji. Got the T144 chosen ones there, because we chosen lovers over here, right? Yes, the fuck we are. We chosen. That's what flew out. 222 333 444 555 Lam and 1010. So you've been seeing those numbers. Maybe y'all realizing y'all actually fucking at the same time. You know, y'all like, shit, every time I look up it's 444 and we fucking, babe. That's funny. That's actually very funny. Extremely hilarious. With that, see? Manifesting. Y'all fucking at the same time. Every night waking up. Damn, man, every time I wake up, it's 444 and your dick inside me. That's actually fucking sexy as hell. I'm sorry, my bad, y'all. I'm just saying. We all grown over here. Let me know what time you getting woke up. Put it in the comments. 222-333-444-555 right before the... I know your birds be chirping because I be up at 4 and the birds be chirping. I be mad like, dang. I guess y'all go to sleep at some point. Angels are protecting you. Yes, and your all's connection. Blessing. We have blessings for the strokes. We have prayers for the positions. Ain't no 3D sex going on around here. We manifesting through the moans. You know, our moans are manifestations. That's through our vocal cords. You remember, like, life and death is in the power of the tongue. You know, you letting out that that juice into the universe. You're telling the universe you want more. You're not silent, right? All right. Any other cards to here? Close out this understanding. Thank you. So yes, stay in your energy, high level lover. High level lover. We did have something drop here. Spell work. Had a lot of them drop. God's ambassador again here. Spell work is here. I'm gonna tell you about that in a second. God is energy, and dreams are coming true. So this has to do with y'all manifestations. That's the end for this thing. This has to do with y'all's manifestations that y'all are having through your divine coitus. Okay? What you are doing here, when you are not just spilling, okay? We're retenting, or we're having a conscious, aware purpose of why we're using that, right? Or we're not, okay? So our dreams can come true. Because if not, you're fucking off your dreams, right? Y'all know it's true. Okay, angels are protecting. God's ambassador. This whole union is protected. We know this, okay? We just discussed that before God's ambassadors come out. But because this message was directed for the divine feminine here, stand strong in who you know who you are as that Chiron wounded healer. We're all wounded. Okay? That spiritual warrior. That physical warrior. Because you do it all. Okay? And God is energy. You do it all. I just said that. Goddesses do it all. Goddess of 10,000 names, because who can name every hat that I wear, right? That we as goddesses choose to wear. The many lights we choose to walk in. Okay? Spell work is here. And I want to talk about this. Excuse me 1 second. I need to clear my throat, literally, to channel this. Wow. So, the whole time nothing, right? Has tried to come up. Spell work is here because a union of this magnitude is catastrophic. It is so uplifting for humanity. It's the power couple that they don't put on the pedestal and highlight. Okay? And they meaning the masses. And that's soon to change as the new earth is being birthed. Do you feel that? I know you heard that shake. And it's still shaking. My freaking sound bowl is shaking. Okay? You may have experienced or have felt the energies of this union wanting a dissolution by outside energies. Okay? That ain't your motherfucking problem. On God. That they never experienced what you're experiencing, so they can't even fathom. So they hating. It's a little too fucking bad. Because this is coming in for you. This is already here for you. And y'all know what y'all have. Don't let nobody stop your flow. But you. Okay? A union of this magnitude creates ripples in the matrix. The 3D matrix. Because we are birthing the heavens onto this earth to clear this chaos, to see a union of this strength. So much will try to stop it. That's not your problem. Stay in your energy, stay in your love. Keep fucking the shit out of your man. Keep fucking the shit out of your woman. Keep manifesting y'all's highest lifetime, this lifetime.